Friday Night Blitz is brought to you by Featherstone Cabinetry, Carnes Furniture, and Sweetwater Spirits and Resorts. Your Blitz starts now.
And here we go, week 9 of the Friday Night Blitz.
Believe it or not, this is the final Friday of the high school football regular season.
Yeah, you've got to appreciate it while it's still here, but thankfully, we're only a week out from the playoffs getting underway.
Playoffs? You can't be talking about the playoffs.
Oh, I'm talking about the playoffs. And although some teams have already punched their ticket to the postseason, we still had a bunch of teams battling for a conference title.
Yeah, that's right. Stratford joined the CWC Large just 1 year ago, but they're already finding a bit of success.
Yeah, and we'll start right there tonight because the Tigers had a chance to shake up the standings as they went on the road to face Amherst. And the Tigers nearly started this game with a bang. On the opening kickoff, Eli Lucio outside the numbers, flying down the sideline, and he gets ripped down near midfield. And like a cup of coffee in the morning, you just can't ask for a better start. A few plays later, it's Rafe Smart on the draw play, up the middle, slicing through the Falcons secondary, and just 80 seconds into the game, Stratford leads 7-0. And into the second quarter we go, still 7-0. The Tigers realize it's pretty smart to give the ball to Rafe. Looks like he's stacked up the second, third, fourth effort. That gets him in the end zone. What a man run. Amherst, though, would come back with a vengeance. They score 28 unanswered, and the Falcons are your CWC champions.
Hey, wait, how about now to Abbotsford? The Falcons hosting the Hurley North Stars. Jump into the second quarter of this one. Quarterback J.V. Castillo. He's going to roll out to his right, and he throws a dart to his main man, Ty Fadelseek, for the score. Falcons are down 2. But buckle in, ladies and gentlemen, because Hurley is taking us for a drive. They're getting it done on the ground. Derek Rancinci bounces this one outside and will get a good gain before he's pushed out of bounds. Then a few plays later, it's Max Blaney. He's taking the handoff up the middle. He's going to just get tripped up inside the 10-yard line. But don't you worry, he caps off this touchdown 1 yard into the end zone. Hurley completes an undefeated regular season. They beat Abbey 54-14. How about a few minutes down the road, the Colby Hornets hosting the Auburndale Eagles in the first quarter of this one. It's Brent Jeske with the design quarterback keeper, following his blockers like a good running back. Just look at how patient he is, and eventually he'll get into the end zone. Hornets take the early lead. Auburndale would have a great drive here, but it's going to stall at the 4. This pass broken up and incomplete. Colby is going to get the ball next, but it's disaster for the Hornets. They cough up the exchange, and the Eagles pounce on it. They're right back in business. And then the very next play, Treyton Weber calls his own number, spins in for the touchdown. This game is tied. But Colby isn't going to mess up on 2 handoffs in a row. This one to Mason Voss is going for a ton of yards. They can't bring him down. And then later in the drive, he's going to punch it in from the 1. Colby goes undefeated in the Merriwood and wins the conference. The final score in that one, 54-7.
Let's head south to Marshfield. Spash coming to town. Opening kickoff. The kicker, Noah Peterson, sends this one deep, but you got to remember that name. As Quentin Martin from Marshfield handles it off the bounce, tearing up the field. Only the kicker can stop him. Peterson says, nuh-uh. That return, though, does put the Panthers in good position. Quarterback Riley Warzinski throwing a dime to Peyton Pumper for the touchdown smash. But a few minutes later, the Tigers would answer as quarterback Trevor Fremmel, faking the handoff, finds the open lane and scores. Extra point would be blocked. So Spash leading 7-6 in the second quarter, and with 4 minutes to go before the half. Panthers looking to extend their lead. Braden Smola muscles through 2 defenders, Spash on top, and they would keep it rolling. Panthers win 29-6.
What about those 2 other teams atop the Valley Conference? Wausau West on the road wins a close game against Hortonville, 30-22. And then Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln also gets the dub, beating Appleton West 31-17. Also quickly, Lakeland Union's season ends in Hayward. They fall in this one 28-20. But with those 2 wins, what does that mean for the final season standings, Nate? So West, Spash, and Rapids all won. Well, they'll finish the regular season in a 3-way tie for the Valley football title.
Make it make sense.
Hey, it's like when you were a kid and your mom said you had to share the PlayStation with your brothers. I mean,
been there before.
You hated it, but at least you got something out of it. All three of these teams finished 6-1 in conference play. Maybe we'll get some rematches during the playoffs.
Hey,
that'd be juicy.
Hopefully. We got one final stop, though, on the night. Rhinelander took the trip way up north there, bud. Hodag's taking on Ashland also. I think that's a Triceratops for the logo. It's not really a Hodag. I digress, though. This game would belong to Rhinelander and especially to Caden Neary. Over 300 yards rushing on the ground, 4 touchdowns. Count them up, 4. Rhinelander wins big in their season finale. They dropped the Ore Dockers by a final of 36-18.